Amongst the gigantic monsters seen in movies, none are more sinister looking than those with many legs. These gigantic creatures with 6 or more total limbs give out a cosmic horror vibe and an alien, spiderly feel to them. So here in this video we will take a look at 13 of the biggest of these types of creatures, these many-legged monsters from American movies. And we might make another video which will include the Japanese and Toho Kaiju as well. As for now, let's get to it. At number 13 we have Onibaba. Onibaba is one of the fascinating kaiju from Pacific Rim, standing out with its striking resemblance to a crustacean combined with the elements of a Japanese temple. While shorter in height compared to other kaiju seen in the movie, its immense width compensates for its lack of height, making it feel more imposing. It walks on 4 sturdy legs, each capable of crushing anything in its path, and wields 2 massive claws that seem most suited for digging or smashing rather than precise combat with Jaegers. At number 12 we have the Harvester Queen. So the Harvester Queen from Independence Day Resurgence is the matriarchal leader of the Harvester alien species, towering at an awe-inspiring 61 meters or 200 feet. Unlike the humanoid drones, the Queen boasts a more insectoid design with 6 limbs, 2 powerful arms and 4 legs that grant her stability and speed. Her visible mouth and vocal cords add an eerie touch of super sentience, as if she could articulate her destructive intent by telepathy. She is a true alien overlord encased in a biomechanical super armor. Number 11th, the Goliath. The Goliaths from the movie called Monsters Dark Continent are massive cephalopod-like creatures. These towering giants stretch to 240 feet tall and have a terrifyingly alien appearance with their tentacles and multiple legs. Their design feels like a cross between an octopus and a tree, with a strange otherworldly grace as they move. Each Goliath varies in size and features depending on its environment, showcasing an incredible adaptability that speaks to their alien origins from the moon of Europa. At number 10 we have the Behemoth. So the Behemoth from The Mist is a 6-legged colossus nicknamed the Impossibly Tall Creature, standing at 240 feet tall. Its legs alone are taller than most buildings, and it carries a sense of cosmic horror and awe. Hundreds of smaller appendages dangle from its underside, waving like seaweed caught in an eternal current. Despite its terrifying size, the Behemoth seems indifferent to the world around it, making no effort to harm other life forms unless it is in its way. Number 9. The Female Muto. So the Female Muto from Godzilla 2014 is an ancient parasitic species, a titan towering at 300 feet or 91 meters, far larger than her male counterpart. She walks on all 6 legs, each tipped with powerful scythe-like claws, and her sleek dark body gives her a menacing unique appearance. The female Muto is driven by an instinctual urge to reproduce, and then her ability to absorb and weaponize radiation into an EMP pulse makes her a formidable threat to Godzilla. Number 8. Scylla. Titanocylla from the Monsterverse, from Godzilla King of the Monsters, is a creature straight out of myth, rising to 341 feet or 104 meters tall. Her spider-like body and reddish-grey color makes her both mesmerizing and terrifying. Her 6 long, spindly legs might seem delicate, but they hold immense strength and destructive power, while the tentacles hanging from her mouth gives her a chilling resemblance to Cthulhu. Number 7. The Cloverfield Monster. Seen in the movie of the same name, Cloverfield, this monster came from the Atlantic Ocean, where it was awakened and then later rampages across Manhattan, destroying the city in its path. The monster was stated to be 25 stories tall, and as we have estimated in the previous video, this means between 250 and 367 feet tall, or between 76.2 and 112 meters. It is quadrupedal with a long trifork fin tail, and also 2 extra limb-like appendages emerge from its chest, hence it is multi-limbed. In this movie, although it is thought to be hundreds of thousands of years old and hundreds of feet tall, it is still an infant in its life cycle. Number 6. The Queen Muto. So the Queen Muto, also called Bob lovingly by fans of the Monsterverse, is a striking evolution of the female Muto. Towering at 370 feet or 113 meters tall, she is far larger and more fearsome than the female Muto. with additional spiky back structures that enhances her threatening silhouette. Her dark sight-like limbs and glowing red eyes makes her look like a nightmare come to life. Her movie appearance in Godzilla King of the Monsters shows that the Mutos are not yet extinct in the Monsterverse and can reproduce again in the future. Number 5. The Kraken. The Kraken, seen in Clash of the Titans, was unleashed by Zeus upon humanity to subdue them and make them submit and worship the gods again. This creature is a titanic sea monster measuring between 300 and 400 feet tall, although its official size has never been stated. Its design fuses arthropod-like legs, tentacles from its back, and a tortoise-like head with razor-sharp teeth that makes it look menacing. This ancient beast wields enough power to destroy cities and subdue even titans, which are the predecessors of the gods. It was nearly indestructible until it was turned to stone by Medusa's head. Number 4. The Mega Kaiju. Seen in Pacific Rim Uprising, the Mega Kaiju is an amalgamation or combination or a transformation of 3 other kaiju called Raijin, Hakuja, and Shrikthorn. They merge together with the help of swarms of smaller robotic hybrid kaiju, and this creature is bigger than its constituent kaiju, standing at roughly 500 feet or 152 meters tall. The Mega Kaiju is a hexapedal kaiju with 2 tails that have spear-shaped ends. As a fusion, this Mega Kaiju gains all the powers and abilities of its constituent kaiju that it is composed of. Number 3. The Mind Flayer. So this entry is from a TV series and not a movie, but it had to be included here. This shadow monster, also known as the Particles, and then as the Mind Flayer, were all names used to describe a shadowy entity that originated from another dimension in the TV series called Stranger Things. The entity here is a gigantic looming figure at least 50 stories tall and sports a distinctive spider-like appearance. Originally, the Particles took on the form of a swirling storm-like mass, which the main villain of the show, Henry Creel, manipulated and reformed it into the Mind Flayer that looked like a spider due to his fascination with the Black Widow spiders that he had as pets. Number 2. The Karathan. Seen in the movie Aquaman, the Karathan is a colossal sentient ancient sea creature and is one of the most powerful beings on Earth as of the DCEU. The Karathan resembles a colossal combination of a squid, a shrimp, a crustacean, and a dragon, but with multiple crustacean limbs and numerous tentacles that sprout from her back. The Karathan is 2 miles long according to the VFX supervisor, but her height when she is on all of her legs would be around 600 to 700 meters, as her height would be lesser than her length. She has guarded the Trident of Atlan in the Hidden Sea for millennia, and then later assists Aquaman in the end of the movie to prevent a catastrophic war between the sea dwellers and the surface dwellers. And number 1. The Adult Cloverfield Monster. The Adult Cloverfield Monster, seen in the end of the movie called Cloverfield Paradox, is an unimaginable colossus standing between 3.1 and 5.6 miles or between 5 to 9 kilometers tall, with a head towering into the clouds, and thus its limbs are massive enough and capable of leveling entire multiple city blocks in a single step, never mind a swipe. This ancient behemoth is revealed to be far larger than its infant form, and thus represents the pinnacle of kaiju scale terror, and it is the biggest entry here in this list. And in case you're wondering where Cthulhu was, well, this entity, Cthulhu, doesn't really fit here. It has 2 limbs as of the movie Underwater, but with a long torso without legs. So yeah, that's why it isn't here. Those are the 13 biggest multi-legged monsters from movies. Anyway, support us by liking and subscribing, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, fam.